Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news. Alright, Bears fans, if you've been following the team closely over the past few weeks, you know that the NFL's cutdown day is always a pivotal moment. It's the time when rosters are trimmed from the 90-man offseason roster down to the final 53 players, and this year's decisions are especially interesting when it comes to the wide receiver position. The Bears have some tough choices to make, and one of the most talked about battles is for that elusive sixth wide receiver spot. Who will make it? Who will be left on the outside looking in? These are questions that have fans on the edge of their seats, and the recent developments in training camp and preseason play have only added to the intrigue. At the top of the receiver depth chart, the Bears are pretty much set. DJ Moore, the big-ticket acquisition, is expected to be the #1 target, a true game-changer for Justin Fields and the offense as a whole. Moore's ability to stretch the field, make contested catches, and create separation is invaluable, and he's proven to be everything the Bears hoped for when they traded for him. Behind him, Rome Odins, a promising rookie, has shown flashes of his potential, and the second-round pick Luther Burden III has been impressive in practice, quickly earning the trust of the coaching staff. These three are virtually locks to be in the receiving rotation come Week 1, and they're the foundation of what the Bears want to build on offensively. But it's that fourth and fifth spot that has everyone talking. Veterans Olamide Zakos and Devin Duvernay are expected to slot in as the main depth options. And Duvernay, with his special teams, expertise, and proven ability as an all-pro return specialist, adds a valuable dimension to the team. These players bring experience, versatility, and the ability to step up in crucial moments, and it's clear that the coaching staff values their contributions. Now here's where things get really interesting. The question is, if the Bears decide to keep 6 wide receivers, who will fill that final spot? And that's where Tyler Scott's name comes into focus. Scott, a 4th-round pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, entered training camp with high expectations. The Bears saw potential in his blazing speed from Cincinnati, hoping he could develop into a reliable weapon, similar to the veteran Tyler Lockett. But folks, the reality of the situation is that Scott's journey in Chicago has not quite lived up to those initial hopes. After a modest rookie campaign, catching just 17 passes for 168 yards in 2023, things took a downturn in his second year. He played only 20 snaps on offense in 2024 and was largely absent from the field, even spending 6 games as a healthy scratch. That's not the kind of progress you want to see if you're trying to secure a roster spot. Despite that, Scott did show flashes in the preseason, catching 7 of 8 passes for 99 yards and a touchdown across 3 games. It seemed like he might have a shot to stick around, especially with his speed and ability to stretch the field. But as we all know, the NFL is a brutal league, and roster spots are fiercely contested. The recent reports from ESPN's Courtney Cronin suggest that Scott's chances of making the team are slipping away, and the most likely candidate to take that 6th receiver spot is undrafted rookie Jody Walker. That's right, Walker has made a real impression during preseason, especially with that electrifying walk-off touchdown against Kansas City, which not only showcased his speed, but also his versatility on special teams. That performance, along with his contributions on kick returns and tackles on kickoff coverage, has made him a standout candidate for that final spot. This isn't just a feel-good story, it's a strategic decision for the Bears. Walker's ability to contribute both offensively and on special teams gives him a significant edge. Coaches love players who can do multiple things well, and Walker's preseason performance has made him a compelling choice. But he's not the only one in the mix. Morris Alexander, who spent 3 seasons with the Detroit Lions, is also in the running. Alexander caught a toe-tapping touchdown pass from backup quarterback Tyson Bagent in the preseason opener against the Miami Dolphins and had 7 catches for 71 yards overall. His experience and ability to make plays in the passing game give him an edge as well. And let's not forget about Miles Boykin. He's a veteran presence with a solid track record. Although he caught only 2 targets for 11 yards during the preseason, Boykin has caught 38 passes for 498 yards and 7 touchdowns in his career. Plus, he's proven to be a reliable gunner on special teams coverage units. His combination of size, experience, and special teams prowess makes him an intriguing option for that final roster spot, especially if the Bears want to add some veteran leadership and consistency at that position. As the clock ticks down to Tuesday's deadline, the Bears' coaching staff will weigh these options carefully. The decision isn't just about who looks best in practice or preseason games. It's also about how each player fits into the overall roster construction, special teams, and the team's long-term vision. The coaching staff has to consider the potential contributions of each candidate, their special teams value, and their development potential. It's a complex puzzle, and the choices they make could have lasting implications for the season. Now, it's worth mentioning that the Bears' receiver room, even after these cuts, remains talented and deep. Justin Fields, the quarterback, is entering his 3rd season with high expectations. The offense has shown flashes of brilliance during training camp, and with a solid group of receivers, they're aiming to take a big step forward. The addition of Moore as the primary target has already made a noticeable difference, and the young talent like Odens and Burden III could emerge as key contributors as the season progresses. The depth at wide receiver is critical because injuries happen, and having reliable options behind your starters can make all the difference in close games. Looking at the broader picture, the Bears are building something special, and the decisions made in these final days of roster cuts are crucial. The team's front office and coaching staff are undoubtedly looking for players who can bring energy, versatility, and a willingness to compete. They want players ready to contribute right away, both offensively and on special teams, and who can adapt to the fast-paced, physical style of the NFL. It's about creating a roster that's not just talented on paper, but cohesive and capable of overcoming the challenges of a demanding season in the NFC North. Of course, the NFC North is no joke this year. The Lions, Packers, and Vikings have all made moves to improve their rosters, and it's going to be a dogfight all season long. The Bears know that they need every advantage they can get, and that includes having the right players in the right spots. The competition at wide receiver is just one example of how every spot counts in this fiercely contested division. The Bears, front office, and coaching staff have a tough task ahead, but they're also confident in their evaluations and the players they've brought in. It's about building a team that can not only compete but also contend for the division title, and hopefully, a deep playoff run. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Tyler Scott will find his way back on the roster, or do you agree that Jody Walker's preseason performance has earned him that final spot? Maybe you're rooting for Miles Boykin or Morris Alexander to make the cut. Whatever your thoughts, drop them in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. This team is on the rise, and every decision they make now could shape the future of the franchise. Thanks for sticking with me, Bears fans, and let's keep this passion alive as we gear up for what promises to be an exciting season ahead.